guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be filming this very festive cranberry purpley look. I'm using quite a bit of new Colourpop items that they recently launched. Let me grab them. Two of the palettes that Colourpop launched recently. This is their Element of Surprise and You Had Me at Hello palette. I did a little mixture of those palettes, and then for my lid that they recently launched at Sephora, so congratulations to Colourpop. They've really come a long way. This brand is so amazing and they come out with just amazing products. I'm using the semi-precious palette that is exclusively sold at Sephora, and then it is also being sold at Colourpop. So look how pretty these are. They're so amazing, and I'm in love with this look. It's kind of like monochromatic with the lips and the eyes. So if you want to see how to get this look, then please keep on watching. Hey guys, so we're going to start by priming our eyelids. I'm using my MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. And we're just going to take a little tiny bit. And then we're going to take our foundation of choice. I have a little sample of this MAC Studio Fix in C4, and that's what I'm going to take. I've been loving this foundation lately, so I think I'm going to buy the full size. I don't know if I'll have enough for the rest of my face, but we'll see. Just take very little since we're working on a sample. I'm just going to blend that out. And if you're wondering what's like glossy on my lips kind of, it is the Tatcha 24 karat gold lip balm. Love it. It's a Camila lip balm, I think. So now we're going to set it. I'm going to be using my RCMA No Color Powder. Using the Luxie 233 Large Fluff Brush, my favorite. And we're just going to set from the brow bone to the crease, and I'm just going to pat it in. Okay, so I'm so excited because I got some new Colourpop palettes. I have two of their new ones that they just launched. This is the You Had Me at Hello and then Element of Surprise, which I'll be incorporating a little bit of each. And then they recently launched at Sephora, and I know I'm a little bit late on this. I wanted to film a video, but I just didn't have time. I have the Golden State of Mind and Semi-Precious. I don't think we'll be using this quite today, but I just wanted to show you that I do have it if you want some tutorials on this. We'll be mainly using Semi-Precious, so I'm excited. So let's get started. I'm first going to warm up my crease, and I'm going to take You Had Me at Hello. I'm going to take this light brown right here and then this color right here, and I'm going to mix that together. I'll be using a Morphe M502, just a small blending. I'm going to take a little bit of each and then apply it onto the crease. I've been loving these two palettes, and I do have a couple looks in mind. I've tried to film them, but then the video just doesn't turn out as great as I'd like, so I will have tutorials coming with these palettes. Okay, so this is what we have so far, and we're going to move on. I'm going to go in with my Element of Surprise palette, and I'm going to take this color right here, this like burgundy type color, using my Morphe M511. And this color is really pigmented, and it is brighter than it looks when you apply it on, so you want to be very careful and use a little bit at a time and just build up. And I'm going to just focus that in the crease. You can see it's like bright. Just going to lay it on first. So as you can see, it is brighter than it looks in the palette, and it's just so pretty. And then I'm going to take my first brush that I use. I'm going to use that to blend it out, not taking any extra product, just whatever is on the bristles. And I'm going to take this Morphe brush. It's the M573, and I'm going to go in with the Element of Surprise once more, and I'm going to take this darker purple right here in the palette. First row, third shade. And I'm going to focus this in the outer corner to deepen it up and not make it look as bright as it is right now. So it's going to be darker. Obviously, I'm going to work that on the other eye. I'm going to blend it out once more. Again, just make sure there's no harsh lines with the first brush I used with no additional color. Then I'm going to go in with one of the Colourpop shades that is in their permanent line. This is just my Colourpop palette. I'm going to be taking this color right here, the one that hit pan. I believe this is called Cute Alert. Yes, it's called Cute Alert. It's one of my favorite deep purple shades from Colourpop. I'm gonna go back in with this Morphe M573. Put it over the deep purple shade I use. It just blends it in very nicely, and it is like how I would like the shade to be in the outer corner. I like to take these like 217 looking brushes. This is the Morphe R39, taking that same Cute Alert shade and just blending it just to disperse the colors more. Look at the black eye. I always look like I have a black eye when I do eye looks. So we did lose our transition color, so I'm going to take this Morphe M502 again, taking the two transition shades, and I'm going to add that back in and blend everything. Basically done with our eyes. We're just gonna have to add the lid shade, and we're all set for the eyes. We'll move on to the face. So for the lid shade, I'm gonna go in with my Colourpop Semi Precious palette, and I'm gonna be taking these two like cranberry shades right here. This is a very pretty cranberry like red shade, and then this is a lighter version but with like a bronzy like speck in it, I want to say. So we're going to mix those two together, and then we're going to plant a lid. It's going to be so I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics flat shader brush. I always take that brush because it is so precise, and these shadows are very pigmented and very soft. So I'm just like grabbing some of this. I want more of this dark cranberry shade, and then I want to get a little bit of this light shade, and I'm going to go back in with that. Make this more metallic, and we're going to spray a little bit of the Colourpop Aventurine color crystal setting spray. That is beautiful. Do you guys see that? And then now we're going to blend this out. I'm going to be taking my Luxie 229 Tapered Blending. I love this brush because it just like blends everything out, and it's just so amazing. I use this in every single one of my tutorials, I feel like. We're going to apply some highlighter to the face because I want to be very glow. I'm using my Marc Jacobs Do You Dewdrops from the summer collection. Just going to pump a little bit on the back of my hand. This Royal and Lanicle brush, Highlight and Glow BMD 265 brush, and I'm going to apply it just to pick it up and brush it on the tops of my cheeks. Apply the L'Oreal Infallbile Matte Foundation in 105 Natural Beige, and I'm going to apply this in the center of my face. I have like nothing left. I want to finish all that I can from this because there's still some product in there. This is my Morphe M224 brush, and I'm going to apply it in the center of where I get oily because this really stops my oil. And then we're going to move on to the foundation that we're actually going to be using for the rest of our face. And like I said, it's going to be the MAC Studio Fix Foundation in C4. And this is like matches the rest of my neck because this is my actual pale shade. I'm going to blend this out. I'm going to start to correct. This is my Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Concealer in Medium Tawny. This shade is very close to the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in Ginger, and I've used all of that, so I haven't had a chance to buy any. So I've been just using this one, and this is a good like drugstore alternative, although I would say that the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer does cover a little bit more, and the finish is more, I like the finish more than this is more liquidy, and that one is more like a cream kind of. I don't know if I'm making sense. And I'm going to carve my eyeshadow out, like clean it up a little bit with my concealer as well. And I like my eyeshadow to wing out. If you don't like it to wing out, you can keep it into with a more circular or rounded shape. It really is what you prefer, but you will still get the same outcome. And I like to apply it on my nose. And I do have a pimple like right here, so I'm gonna the time to blend this out. It's too winged out for you, you can always take the butt of your beauty blender and kind of like blend over it. I'm going to apply concealer. I'm going to be using the Creamy Radiant Concealer in Custurd today to highlight and conceal whatever I need. Just 3 stripes. I'm also running low on this one too, so pardon me. Also, I want to film more like holiday inspired looks, so if you have a look that you want to see on my channel, please let me know. I do really want to put out more tutorials. I feel like I've been lacking on my videos, so I'm so sorry about that because I do want to put more videos out and more frequently. It just takes me so long to edit them because I like talk so much. Like usually my videos are like an hour long before I edit them, and I just try to cut them down as short as I can, but not also take out the information that I'm telling you guys, because I know I want to be like detailed so you guys know what I'm doing and like I'm explaining things correctly. So now I'm going to set the face set my under eyes. I'm going to bake them. And what baking do is, if you don't know what baking means, essentially it's going to help if your under eyes crease a lot and you don't like that it creases. I personally don't like that it creases. I set them and that powder is going to sink in and like set the concealer and make it not crease. And ever since baking started, I've like done it and it just works so well for my under eyes. And you can either use a brush or a wet beauty blender. It really depends. I used to use a brush and then I just I went and started to use my beauty blender because it's just more easy. I don't have to go grab an extra brush. And then I'm gonna pat in the RCMA powder in places where I get oily, because sometimes I do get smile lines. And then because I'm so oily, I also set my forehead. I used to bake on my forehead, but then I found that it gets a little cakey. So now, before I go in and dust this off, I just didn't record this part because I'm really bad at recording it, I found, since I do it on camera most of the time. But I tightlined my eyes using the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eyeliner in Blacquer. And then I applied some eyeliner under the bottom lash line. And this is the Urban Decay 24/7 eye pencil in Bourbon. It's so tiny. And it just, I feel like it brings out the eye look more and my eye color. Before I dust this off, I've noticed that the powder never gets through the creases of my nose really, or the sides of my nose really. So it still kind of creases, and then my makeup kind of disappears more there. So I've been using the Morphe E49, and I've been just dusting the powder on the sides of my nose. Just like mainly around my nose area, because I find that it never fully sets and like makeup kind of gunks up there because it's the crevices of my nose, if that makes sense. Since I'm doing this, it just helps my makeup last longer. It doesn't like build up. Now I'm going to dust this off. I'm using my Sigma tapered highlighter brush F35. I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me matte and poreless powder in 220. This right here, and I'm going to use that to dust it off. And then taking my powder brush, this is the Lexi 518 large powder, using the same Maybelline Fit Me. I'm just gonna pat it in. And I just do like a very light dusting, since I like kind of set in areas where I wanted it to be set, if that makes sense. And now we're gonna bronze up the face. I've been loving this fan brush that came with my Whisper of Guilt highlighting powder. This is the MAC M140 special edition brush. And today I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer in Bronzed. And I'm going to dust this all over my face. I love how it's so like fluffy and like it's thick. It's great. And it gets in right into where I want to bronze to, so. It just makes me look so bronzed. I've been loving this bronzer lately. It's amazing. I got this like 2 summers ago, but I believe they still have this. I think I got this at Ulta, so I'm not sure if it's just an Ulta exclusive. I've never seen it at Sephora, I believe. We're gonna contour. I'm gonna be taking my e.l.f. blush brush, taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm just gonna lightly tap in each of the contour shade, and then I will go in to contour. And I'm gonna like build up. Usually I kind of take a lot and then I like hope for the best, but I'm gonna build up. So just lightly. That's why I'm using a more fluffy brush and not more like the MAC 109. Just lightly build up the deepness of the contour. So you can see there's like a little bit of, there's more depth than on this side. Yeah, I like it like this. So before I bake under, I carve out my contour, I'm just going to pat everything, just make sure it's blended, no harsh lines. And there's a little bit of like bronzer right here where I don't want it to be. I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to take a little bit of the RCMA powder and I'm going to just kind of like cover that and let it sit there for a little bit and then it will go away. Now we're going to carve out my contour and this will just make it more sharper and like prominent looking. So I'm back and now let's move on to the lower lash line. I am going to take, okay, hold on, sorry. I'm going to take my Cute Alert eyeshadow and I'm going to smudge that on the lower lashes using my Morphe E431. Just going to smudge it very little. I don't want too much because this color is very pigmented and it will make you look like a black eye. And then to blend this darkness out a little bit, I'm going to take my Luxie 231, going back into my You Had Me at Hello palette. I'm going to take this shade right here, this transition shade we used, and we're going to use that to blend it out and add like a little bit of, add a little bit of bronze brown to it. And then usually I've been loving taking this brush right here, it's the Morphe M513, and just blend like everything basically. Since we've done that, I'm going to apply some mascara. I got this in my Sephora monthly, the Sephora Play box. This is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara in black. I've heard so many good things about this, but I've never tried it for myself. So let's see, I usually just go for waterproof mascaras. I'm not sure if this is waterproof. Exactly. The bristles are really big. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know. So we'll see. And that is impressive because I have Asian lashes and it doesn't hold up curls unless it is waterproof. I didn't even need to curl my lashes. It's good for Asian lashes. In order for the mascara to even lift up my lashes, it just is stick straight. But I'm going to be applying some lashes. This is the Violet Voss Sexy and I Know What lashes. It kind of reminds me of Goddesses from Coco. I did my eyelashes. I got this Sephora, like, I believe it's called the Bullseye eyelash applicator. I'm not quite sure, but it is a Sephora brand. And I got this during the VIB sale to apply my lashes. I usually just use my Tweezerman tweezers, but this just gets like, it just applies it and then I'll take my regular tweezers and then I like pull them to the side, whatever. And it's amazing. Like I said, I'm wearing the Violet Voss lashes and I really like them. They're very flirty. So we're done. Oh, ow. Okay, my tweezers just fell on me and those are really sharp. Okay. Move on, I'm going to apply some blush. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Cruel Intentions. Taking my Morphe E4 angled brush from the Elite collection. I'm just going to like grab a lot basically and then dab it on the back of my hand and then we'll apply it then. I'm like smizing. Now we're going to set the eyebrows. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer Mascara. I like brushing them up. I'm going to take the You Had Me at Hello palette. I'm going to take these two shimmery, oops, I almost nicked the shadow. I'm going to take these two shimmery shades right here in the first row. I believe it's called the Knot and Moonstruck. 431, taking both, spraying a little bit of the Aventurine spray. Apply it right in the inner corner. This one is so bright. Do you see that? That is. Okay, I'm going to do the same to the other eye. The Luxie 231, I'm just going to blend it out. This is another 231, by the way. Now we're going to apply some highlight. And today I'm going to be using an old favorite of mine. This is the the Manizer Sisters, aka the Luminizers. And it's just like 3. They had this last holiday. I'm going to take Mary Luminizer, which I like barely have any left. This Morphe M504. Like this is what I used to use for like to put in transition colors, crease colors. I'm going to use it to apply in my highlight today. So, because it's so small, it just like focuses it in one area. So I've been liking that. Applying the highlight strategically in one specific area, not having like all over the place. And now I'm just going to set my face. I'm going to use my Colourpop Aventurine Colourpop Crystal Setting Spray. Okay, so let's apply some mascara on the lower lashes. This is a L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions Mascara. Like I said, I never remember the name because it's so long. So we're going to apply some. My lips with Mahogany Lip Liner. So this is the NYX Liquid Suede in Soft Spoken. This is the end of my tutorial. I hope you guys liked this. What was I saying? I hope you guys like this very like festive cranberry look, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Request some looks down below, and follow me on my social media links, and I'll see you in my next one.